Welcome to the F-Bound Podcast. I'm your host, Shannon Schroeder, Executive Function Coach. I help neurodivergent women learn tips and strategies to improve the life skills that will help them be successful. Practical tips for managing rejection sensitivity at work. Managing rejection sensitivity at work can be challenging, especially if you're someone who takes criticism or negative feedback personally. Rejection sensitivity is the tendency to react strongly to perceived rejection or criticism, even if it's not intended. This can lead to feelings of anxiety, self-doubt, and even anger, which can negatively impact your work performance and relationships with colleagues. By understanding the root causes of your sensitivity, learning to reframe negative feedback, and developing coping mechanisms, you can improve your emotional resilience and become more effective in your job. Whether you're just starting out in your career or a seasoned professional, these tips can help you overcome your fear of rejection and achieve your goals. Understanding rejection sensitivity. Rejection sensitivity is a tendency to react more strongly than necessary to perceived rejection or criticism. It's a personality trait that can affect how people perceive and respond to feedback, criticism, and rejection. If you have high rejection sensitivity, you may be more likely to take things personally, feel hurt or upset by criticism, and become defensive or avoidant in response. Causes and triggers. Rejection sensitivity can be caused by a variety of factors, including past experiences of rejection or criticism, low self-esteem, and anxiety. It can also be triggered by certain situations, such as receiving negative feedback, being excluded from a group, or feeling left out of a conversation. Impact on professional life. Rejection sensitivity can have a significant impact on your professional life. If you're highly sensitive to rejection, you may be more likely to avoid taking risks or speaking up in meetings, which can limit your opportunities for growth and advancement. You may also struggle to handle constructive criticism or negative feedback, which can hinder your ability to learn and improve. To manage rejection sensitivity at work, it's important to develop strategies for coping with criticism and rejection. By learning to manage rejection sensitivity, you can improve your confidence, communication skills, and overall job satisfaction. Self-assessment strategies. As someone who experiences rejection sensitivity, it's important to regularly assess yourself and your emotional responses to various situations at work. Recognizing personal triggers. The first step in managing rejection sensitivity is to recognize your personal triggers. These triggers can be anything from a certain tone of voice to a particular type of feedback. By identifying your triggers, you can better prepare yourself for potentially triggering situations and develop coping strategies. To recognize your personal triggers, try keeping a journal of situations that have triggered your rejection sensitivity in the past. Note the details of the situation, such as who was involved, what was said, and how you felt. Over time, patterns may emerge that can help you identify your personal triggers. Monitoring emotional responses. Once you've identified your personal triggers, it's important to monitor your emotional responses to these triggers. This can help you recognize when you're starting to feel rejected and take steps to manage those feelings before they escalate. To monitor your emotional responses, try keeping a log of your emotional reactions to triggering situations. Note the intensity of your emotions, how long they last, and any physical sensations you experience. This can help you develop a better understanding of your emotional responses and develop coping strategies. In addition to keeping a log, try practicing mindfulness meditation to help you become more aware of your emotional responses in the moment. This can help you recognize when you're starting to feel rejected and take steps to manage those feelings before they become overwhelming. Developing resilience. The goal is to be able to manage your rejection sensitivity, and a big part of that is building up your own confidence and sense of self. As you build yourself up, your resilience, or ability to bounce back, will improve. You'll be less likely to spiral into a negative place. Cultivating a growth mindset. One of the most effective ways to build resilience is by cultivating a growth mindset. This means focusing on the belief that you can learn and grow from your experiences, even if they're negative. To develop a growth mindset, you can try the following. Embrace challenges. Instead of avoiding difficult tasks, embrace them as opportunities to learn and grow. Emphasize effort. Focus on putting in effort rather than just achieving a specific outcome. Learn from criticism. Rather than taking criticism personally, use it as an opportunity to learn and improve. Celebrate progress. Acknowledge and celebrate your progress, no matter how small. By adopting a growth mindset, you can develop a more positive outlook on rejection. Building emotional intelligence. Another important aspect of managing rejection sensitivity is building emotional intelligence. This means developing the ability to recognize and manage your own emotions, as well as understanding and empathizing with the emotions of others. To build emotional intelligence, try the following. Practice self-awareness. Take time to reflect on your own emotions and how they impact your behavior. Develop empathy. Try to understand the perspective of others and recognize their emotions. Build relationships. Cultivate positive relationships with colleagues and seek out social support. Manage stress. Develop healthy coping mechanisms for managing stress and negative emotions. By building emotional intelligence, you can better manage rejection and develop stronger relationships with colleagues. Communication skills. Being able to communicate effectively with colleagues and superiors can help you manage your rejection sensitivity because you'll be able to establish boundaries and explain what you need. Assertive communication. Assertive communication is a key skill for managing rejection sensitivity at work. When you communicate assertively, you express your needs and feelings in a clear and direct manner while also respecting the needs and feelings of others. This can help you avoid misunderstandings and reduce the likelihood of rejection. To communicate assertively, start with clarifying your message. Be specific about what you want or need, and use I statements to express your feelings. For example, instead of saying "you never listen to me," try saying "I feel frustrated when I don't feel heard." It's important to use confident body language when communicating assertively. Make eye contact, stand up straight, and speak clearly and confidently. This can help you appear more confident and in control, which can reduce the likelihood of rejection. Utilizing these tips will be difficult without practice. If you wait until you're already experiencing rejection or criticism, you'll have a harder time being confident and assertive. You might want to do some role-playing to practice. Seeking constructive feedback. Another important communication skill for managing rejection sensitivity is seeking constructive feedback. When you seek feedback, you show that you're open to learning and growing, which can help you build stronger relationships and reduce the likelihood of rejection. To seek constructive feedback, start by identifying areas where you want to improve. Then ask for feedback from colleagues or supervisors who can provide constructive criticism. Be open to their feedback and take their suggestions seriously, even if it's difficult to hear. This might seem counterintuitive because you might feel like you're asking to be rejected or criticized. One way to manage rejection sensitivity is to make yourself face it. I'm not suggesting that you ask for blanket feedback. Be specific about what you'd like feedback on so you can prepare yourself. It's also important to be proactive about seeking feedback. Don't wait for others to offer feedback. Instead, ask for it regularly and consistently. This can help you stay on track and make progress towards your goals while reducing the likelihood of rejection. The more you ask for feedback, the easier it should be to hear it, and you need to be able to hear it in order to improve. Often, when rejection sensitivity takes over, we can't hear the feedback. We're too busy spiraling in negative thoughts. Professional relationships. Setting boundaries at work. One of the most important aspects of managing rejection sensitivity at work is setting boundaries. You need to establish clear boundaries with your colleagues and superiors to ensure that you're not overworked or taken advantage of. Setting boundaries can also help you manage your emotions and reactions to rejection. To set boundaries, you can start by identifying your limits and communicating them clearly to your colleagues. For example, you can let them know your work hours, how much work you can handle, and what tasks you're comfortable with. You can also communicate your need for privacy and personal space. Another way to set boundaries is by saying no when you are asked to do something that is beyond your capacity or expertise. Saying no does not mean you are being uncooperative or difficult. It simply means that you are aware of your limitations and are not willing to compromise your mental health and well-being. Fostering supportive networks. Having a supportive network at work can help you manage rejection sensitivity by providing emotional support and encouragement. You can foster supportive relationships with your colleagues by being open and honest about your struggles and seeking their help when needed. You can also participate in team-building activities and social events to build connections with your colleagues. Joining professional organizations and attending conferences can also help you expand your network and find like-minded individuals who can offer support and guidance. In addition, you can seek out a mentor or coach who can provide you with guidance and feedback on your work. A mentor can also help you develop your skills and navigate challenging situations at work. Self-care techniques. Managing rejection sensitivity at work can be challenging, but incorporating self-care techniques can help you cope with the emotional impact of rejection. Here are some practical tips to help you take care of yourself. Mindfulness and relaxation. Practicing mindfulness and relaxation techniques can help you reduce stress and anxiety, which can exacerbate rejection sensitivity. Consider incorporating the following techniques into your daily routine. Meditation. Set aside time each day to meditate. Find a quiet place to sit or lie down, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. When your mind wanders, gently bring your attention back to your breath. Deep breathing. Take a few deep breaths when you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed. Inhale deeply through your nose, hold for a few seconds, and exhale slowly through your mouth. Progressive muscle relaxation. Tense and relax each muscle group in your body, starting with your toes and working your way up to your head. This can help you release tension and feel more relaxed. Healthy work-life balance. Maintaining a healthy work-life balance can help you reduce stress and improve your overall well-being. Here are some tips to help you achieve a better balance. Set boundaries. Establish clear boundaries between your work and personal life. For example, avoid checking your work email during your off hours. Take breaks. Take regular breaks throughout the day to recharge and refocus. Consider taking a walk outside or doing a quick meditation exercise. Prioritize self-care. Make time for activities that bring you joy and help you relax, such as exercise, reading, or spending time with loved ones. By incorporating these self-care techniques into your routine, you can better manage rejection sensitivity and improve your overall well-being. Remember to prioritize your own needs and take care of yourself both at work and at home. These tips are designed to help you manage your rejection sensitivity. They won't erase it. You need to understand how your brain and emotions work so that you can manage them. Learning to build your confidence in utilizing strategies to minimize the effects of rejection sensitivity will enable you to be more productive and successful in your professional life. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the F-Bomb Podcast. Thank you for listening. Remember to subscribe below and check out my show notes to learn more about my Facebook group, courses, and membership.